Hey, what's up, guys? This is Camille again, coming to you with another video. And today I wanted to talk about a topic that's important to a lot of naturals and that many naturals have experienced. And the topic today is going to be heat damage. Yes, heat damage. It's out there, it's possible. People are dealing with it, people are transitioning from heat damage. Yeah, it's pretty serious. People are going through it. But myself, I have kind of done a little bit of research regarding heat damage, so I just kind of wanted to come on here and talk about the different things that I've kind of come to learn and understand about heat damage. Okay, number one thing that I've heard about heat damage that I kind of find to be somewhat of a misconception is that if you use heat protectant, your hair will never get heat damage. And that is not true. I have been on countless videos and I have seen people who have used heat protectant and still got heat damage. I know people who are natural who use the most expensive heat protectants on their hair, and then one day out of nowhere they have heat damage. So using all the heat protectant in the world is not guaranteed to keep your hair from getting heat damage. And I'm sorry if that kind of sounds a little disheartening, but I mean, I want to tell the truth. It's true because, like I said, I know people who are using some pretty expensive heat protectants, and they're still getting heat damage. So that's kind of one misconception that that I heard that's out there that I know it's not true. Heat protectants do not guarantee 100% that your hair will not get heat damage, and there is no product out there on the market that I've ever seen. Maybe you've seen it and you can let me know. But there's no product out there that can guarantee without a shadow of a doubt that if you use it, you will never get heat damage. Another thing, a misconception, or a saying that I've heard about heat damage is that, if you have 4C hair, it's impossible for you to get heat damage. Now, any hair type is susceptible to getting heat damage. It just is. Any hair type can get heat damage. Now, there may be some hair types that are more resilient and may not get heat damage as quickly, but if you leave your flat iron in your hair long enough, your hair is going to burn. If you do too many passes, your hair has the potential to burn no matter what hair type you are. So whether you're 3A, 3B, 3C, 4A, 4B, 4C, 4D, 4Z, 5A, it doesn't matter. Without proper care, your hair is still susceptible to getting heat damage. So that's one misconception I've heard a lot. And I'm kind of like, don't y'all be going out there telling people if your hair is this texture, you're guaranteed to not get heat damage, because that's not true. I know people with 4C hair that have heat damage, considerably heat damage actually, and use a heat protectant on top of that, and still got it there. Let's see. Another myth that I've heard about heat damage is you are guaranteed to get heat damage based on how often you use a heat styling product in your hair. So let me break that down like a little bit more so that way we can all understand what I'm talking about here. Now, there are people on YouTube, verified because I saw the videos, there are people on YouTube who have beautiful, luscious hair, and they flat iron their hair, let's say once a week or once every 2 weeks on 450 with no heat protectant. And their hair bounces right back with no heat damage and no heat protectant, right? And then there are people who have been natural for 5 years, never straighten their hair, deep condition every week, do every protein treatment there is, co-wash religiously. Their hair is in impeccable tip-top shape, right? And then they decide that, for their 5-year natural anniversary, they are going to get their hair straightened. And let's say they use the flat iron on 330 degrees, they spritz it with a whole lot of heat protectant, and then 2 weeks later, they're washing their hair, right? They're washing it, and their hair won't revert. So it's kind of had me to think, or kind of had me to come to gather that, everybody's hair just handles heat differently. And you know, just like you have people who have hair that doesn't like protein, there's some people who have a protein intolerance when it comes to their hair. Protein for you may make your hair ultra soft and luscious and just, you know, blow in the wind and all that great stuff. And then there are people who use a protein treatment one time and it makes their hair hard and brittle. So at the end of the day, it's like you have to do what works for you. And another thing on that topic that I want to kind of discuss as I'm going along with the heat damage thing, just because you see a video of a naturalista, right, of a natural, you know, of a natural woman, and her hair type appears, that's the key word, her hair type appears to be like your hair, and you think that person is your hair twin, they're not. I don't even really think hair twins exist, because just like your fingerprints and just like your eyes, your hair is genetically unique to you and only you. There is not another person on this planet that has the same exact head of hair as you. They don't. They don't have the same exact head of hair as you. They just don't. Just like people don't have your fingerprints or, you know, your retina, because those are things specific to you genetically. Nobody's going to be your exact hair twin. Now, on camera, that person may appear to have the same hair type. Just like me. I don't know if you can really tell, it's in like a twist out right now. But my hair has been categorized by others, not me, because the hair typing system is kind of, I don't know, I don't think it can fully encompass all the varieties of hair types that, you know, our race or ethnicity has. I mean, I've seen, you know, so many different varieties of natural hair on natural, you know, women. It's kind of hard to say like, hey, you all fit in this box. But anyway, I've been categorized to be 3B, 3C hair with some 4A hair at the top, right? So even though somebody says on the video, oh, I'm 3B, 3C, you know, watch me flat iron my hair on 500, that won't work for you. Or, okay, let me take that back. I can't say it's guaranteed not to work for you, but it may not work for you. And you have to decide within yourself, do I want to take that risk because I saw somebody else do it, and on camera their hair appears to be mine? Because this is one thing I learned for myself. Hair type and hair texture are not the same thing. Somebody can have 4B thick hair, right? And somebody can have 4B thin hair, because their hair textures are going to be different. The size of their hair follicles are going to be different, and that all plays a part in the things that your hair will like and what the things that your hair won't like. So don't be caught up in the like, you're my hair twin thing and everything that works on your natural hair is going to work for me, because it's not. Like, your hair is unique, and you should love the fact that, you know, your hair is unique and it's beautiful because it's yours and God gave it to you. So, you know, be careful when you're watching these videos of these, you know, beautiful young women putting this heat in their hair, because it may not work for you. The one thing I will always say is that heat is a risk. And I am not against straightening your hair. I'm not even against perming your hair. I'm not, you know, anti-perm or anti-texturizer or anything. Do what is best for you and your hair at the end of the day, because I don't have to do your hair. I don't know how long it takes you to get ready and how many kids you got, and maybe you have a life, and maybe you travel for work, and all those things play a part into your availability and your ability to be able to take care of your hair in the right way. And that's why I tell people, like, hey, if that's realistic for that person, let them do that with their hair. That's on them. If they want to perm it, texturize it, cut it really short, have it really long, because, you know, some people, they don't want you know, waist length hair, because to them they're like, that's too much. It's unrealistic for my life and my schedule. So, you know, do the things that are realistic for you and that are healthy for your hair and your hair only. So when it comes to heat damage, my only thing is to say that just be careful with the heat, because it's always a risk. You know, you never know. There are a lot of people who take care of their hair really well and get it, you know, flat ironed one time out of their whole entire natural experience, and they end up getting heat damage and getting frustrated. Do everything in moderation. Do everything with, you know, love and delight for your hair, you know, and do everything that makes you feel good about your hair at the end of the day. So that's it for me, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, share with me any heat damage stories or heat damage experiences that you may know about. Peace. Thanks.